Good evening, boys and girls of all ages. It is a little off 8:45. It's about 8:45 live here in Los Angeles. Here to give you all the latest news analysis with regards to the NBA. Yours truly, Eddie GZ. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, right now we're going to talk about the Houston Rockets. Huge news went down last night. And you know what? Mr. Brody, Russell Westbrook, got traded for CP3 to Houston Rockets. And you know, look, I love Russell Westbrook. I mean, I like the dude. He's a hard worker. He's a triple-double machine. I mean, he's been triple-double for the past 3 years. I mean, I think he's like an iconic, legendary type of player. Even though he ain't got no rings, but I think he'll never have a championship. He's that type of player. I mean, just look at Allen Iverson. He's an iconic player. Practice, right? He became iconic with the practice thing. But I'm serious. He iconic. I take my hats off. Allen Iverson. All right? I mean, let's talk about James Harden. James Harden is being mentioned on the same breath as Michael Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain. What this guy has done to the game is just totally amazing. I love them both, but playing with each other? Oh boy, you got two of the biggest ball hog in NBA? You got Russell Westbrook on the one, and then James Harden on number two. I mean, you know, you got Russell Westbrook who's relentless, James Harden just super skillful, who can make a shot at anybody. But, you know, look, let's just look at reality. They're not winning a championship. There's such thing as chemistry. You need chemistry. You need to make it fit. Let's just talk about the Golden State, 2015, 2016. Obviously, we all know they were the best team in 2015 as well as 2016. And if you look at Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, by themselves, they're not even talented. They don't really scare you individually, but put them together. The games complement each other. They were in the right system with Steve Kerr, the way he created that system. And you know what? They became a monster. So you know what? Chemistry matters. And the problem, as great as Westbrook and Harden, their games don't complement each other. And so the goal in Houston, all the hand-wringing, all the tension about Mike D'Antoni's job, all the change with the assistant coach and the staff, everybody looking at trying to get Jimmy Butler, it was all failure. It was about getting championship. And this move is not going to guarantee a championship. I mean, seriously. It's like going to battle with one of the Wonder Twins and let's just say with maybe with Green Lantern. Wonder Twins and Green Lantern. Oh boy. Against Batman and Superman. And then you got Aquaman and Incredible Hulk. Maybe the Thor and Wolverine. How the heck? At least CP3 can shoot. But James Harden, no problem. He can shoot. He can do everything. But Russell Westbrook, oh boy. Well, we're going to have problems because this guy only averages about, 29% behind the arc. And, you know, with D'Antoni as your coach, that's how he run the offense. Everybody got to be able to shoot three. You got P.J. Tucker, right? You still got Eric Gordon. But you're the point guard. You got to be able to hit those threes. But listen, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't look at this any groundbreaking. You know, it's just like a switch contract. And like both of them got It's like they're both, over 30s. Westbrook's going to turn 31 this year, and typically a point guard, once they start turning 31, that's when they start going downhill. And Chris Paul, we already know that he's only a shell of himself. He's not the old Chris Paul from New Orleans back in those days, or the Clipper Chris Paul. We're talking about the Houston Chris Paul, where he's always injured. He never plays no 82 games, playing all this money. He's got a huge contract. So look, I think this is not a championship caliber, to be honest, but it might be a winning move for Houston Rockets to get rid of all these headaches, to get the people out of Daryl Morey's ear. You got Chris Paul calling you, James Harden calling you, telling you this, that, he did this, he did that, we're not getting along, the chemistry's not there. But seriously, folks, in this game, in today's league, you need chemistry. And they had a really nice chemistry going with Chris Paul because he can shoot threes. Heck, now you got Russell Westbrook averaging, 29% field goal? Because all he does is, go into the hole and pass the ball. That's what he knows. That's how he plays. He plays almost similar to Ben Simmons. So, Sam Presti got bailed out. Because I think they're going to go ahead and trade Chris Paul to Miami Heat. If I'm not mistaken, I heard they're going to do their best to trade Chris Paul before he play under the OKC jersey in one game. So they don't want Chris Paul to suit up for OKC. I hear you, Sam Presti. You're trying to save some money. You're trying to do the rebuilding process right away. I don't blame you, because, Westbrook alone is not going to win you championship. For real, Westbrook and Paul George not going to win you no championship. Looking at how the West Coast is stacked up. Since you lost Paul George, now you're trading Westbrook. Now you got Chris Paul. I would suggest contact maybe Philadelphia 76ers, because I'm sure they can use Chris Paul. That'll be a vicious team between Chris Paul, Joe Embiid, and you got Tobias Harris, and you got Al Horford. Wow, that's going to be a great team in the East. All you do is add Chris Paul, because they need shooting in that team, because we all damn know that Ben Simmons can't shoot. Heck, he won't even attempt to take a shot. That's how Ben Simmons is. But, he's built like a machine. He can penetrate. He can score on you. He can rebound. He can do everything. He can do assists. But he just can't shoot. And right now, if Philadelphia is in a win mode as we speak, they need to make a trade. So I heard this concept from another journalist earlier, Chris Broussard, talking about this. And I thought it was a great concept. He came up with a great plan. Now, there's talks that maybe Chris Paul would come to the Lakers. All right, well, that's a conversation some other day. But I think if the Lakers are going to take somebody, they need to go ahead and pick up Iguodala. Like I said, it's going to be another talk for another day. So it is a little off 9:13. We are signing off. Let me know what you guys think about this this Russell Westbrook move to the Houston Rockets. Go ahead and place your comment. Yours truly, Eddie G, back on duty. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. We are out, and God bless.